The door is closed. There he still is, looking right through you.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your... Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Until a pool of vomit lies under. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the...
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff.
There he still is, looking right through you. With his... The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Nor does the wind right now. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably hard. I've seen captains puke dick, then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there. Monday, make sure you bring a handkerchief. That's probably a good idea. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it with special bonuses.
Give it half an hour.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio,
I have something here.
transport enclosure.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 00519.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I need... You know who? What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business.
God, why can't you just mind your own?
I already said I don't want to talk about this. No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court. No one calls the police. The union would get angry. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the union. I'm sorry about that. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper people don't have the money to have the cables put in again.
So the union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there.
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody. And so... Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detector. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you. You know, when you put your gun, your act... I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains..."
No idea. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not act. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. Disco things. Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet, I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective? No, absolutely not.
That came so fast, you can't but wonder what. Baseball? Ring a...
I do hope. Please don't call me again. Bye.
You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57th over.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights.
the cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps.
I confiscated these for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. All right.
Sounds likely. The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king. The sentiment is a rusting control. This panel used
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? A lot. For the drinks and broken window, 7. Does that arrangement include you paying me? As a police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at evidence being money. You can't stay here without money. Not until you...
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're...
inside. You see a set of steering levers, a radio mic,
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back.
transport enclosure, the cage at the back.
I confiscated this for a little while back. There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use. Yes, the bird's nest Roy.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got... Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? What about what I...
Literary demotion. That's the worst.
Not until you...
Okay.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me as a police officer? Evidence being my... Oh, wonderful. Try to do that. Not until...
Okay.
Oh, Lieutenant, do I have...
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing. It is
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I smiling?
because he's not a bartender.
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Even more reason for me not to serve you, sir. Was there anything else? Another thing. Great. Yes? Do I have a
It's not a shaker.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling?
Because he's not.
Because I'm not...
Play it calm.
Like what?
Hello, hello.
Yes, we'd like to sell it.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them.
Yes, these are
No one was defrauded or jumped.
Of course. I meant no...
Thank you. Here's the 70 real you need for your...
The rest is for...
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got... Well? Great, perfect. I hope you enjoy... The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, please pay for each night in advance. 20 real per night.
Time stops advancing after 2 in the morning. If you haven't paid for your room by then, it's game over. Don't leave finding money to the last minute, however. It's harder to make cash after nightfall when the shops are...
I'll take a room here too.
Always happy to have officers from the RCM.
The door is closed. This is the door to...
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's...
Oh man, he looks so devastated.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. You mean this? This?
Yet, were he to quit,
Yes. It's been a long... Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great. It's not my job to evaluate your methodology, officer. We conducted an interview with Evra. He wasn't particularly forthcoming.
he's not saying much on the matter. because he thinks you.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's it. Moving on. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really.
Above all, though, today was exhausting.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
It's impressive. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1. The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the... We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in, as you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of the coalition government. And the RCM was formed by the or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum. The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EP. What do they believe in? They are the laureates. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technical.
Those others say that.
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they...
Something kind and you, something almost, something even a little something like the dark blue, serious.
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject, the moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen. Do you? My kind of police officer.
The dying lights of an aerostatic passes over.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland. In general, it's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in... Me too. But I would...
He is very tired.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come. Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but maybe it's the bed's fault. It barely covers your toes, stretching over you. A bit tense and its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells of alcohol. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still something to do with. What was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts, your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth? That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell? No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface, you really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this... Oh yes, party boy, and it's what time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy. Oh, you mean, why are you so tired? Too tired? That's not really true. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself? Suit yourself. Slow. The door is closed.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting...
Just a moment.
She's agitated.
And there's no public phone.
The closest...
It's fine, I understand. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't. To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that I was also hoping
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
That's just it. This isn't you have more important...
More important than a missing
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist, but they should...
The water lock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Oh my. What happened to the water lock? Well, whatever the cause,
You're welcome, man.
I hate to ask.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been... Oh, of course, sweetie. I understand. Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin. I hope I've been useful. Oh, sweetie.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Of course, dear.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. I mean ungovernable. Not men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the union. I completely forgot. One loose thread less to worry about. And what that would just escape. In fact, even the death of... One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise. But aren't you curious to know?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they all...
The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up at you. Shrugging is an international sign for... You see a heavy...
Let me handle this.
You seem a little different today.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
Not a...
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The district Martinez does not...
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Buford that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everett sent to law?
Obviously, I'm a lawyer. A legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. What you want is of no significance. Aggressive, you make your living in...
Just dock worker.
Listen.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look at...
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop.
What are we going... The union isn't... If anything, it is the...
This is where you say your bit.
Detective.
Oh, this is about him.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get right.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out.
You might want to start asking your questions now.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you...
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that
Funny. But my partner and I have a...
Well, maybe you should just fuck off.
Don't worry. We are resourceful.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43. He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock quarter. There were incarceration, and then standard working boot, steel reinforced. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little pat in the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced on his neck. Forget it. It's not. Let's call this one the musician. Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, off in the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the... Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit
The fuck is with you, fella? Incriminating. Now that's a big boy word. You mean these boots? We all got a pair. Yeah.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone. Do you think you could do that?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Who do you fucking think does?
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fuck this asshole is worse than...
I think you got your answer.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
Known him? We don't associate... Yeah! Who?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks...
By the Pine's Cow, you mean Joyce?
No. Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interest in things.
That's enough insinuation for today.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for...
Chaise électrique is the method...
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
But you see, a law long... Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent.
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNE's goddamn..."
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up.
We couldn't believe it either.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange?
To kill us all if we don't open the gates.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming in.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This, show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle.
Aren't you fucking listening?
Yeah, me and Eugene got around. Aren't you?
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter.
There's nothing you can do for now.
We hanged him up by his neck until he got...
Didn't they teach you anything?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to...
Titus, you don't have to...
We overpowered him. Dragged his unconscious body to the tree. Put a noose...
Then we left.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up.
With numbers, asshole. How do you think?
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Weren't you fucking listening?
This one has a distinct style. He puts so much.
Like what, copper?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't...
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna... What are you talking about? Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hired.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might...
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it.
So let me get...
That's right. We're not talking about this. You're not...
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? You're tested.
Get lost!
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? Look at that fucking shit! Fuck does Kuno?
The lieutenant takes a...
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't...
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a... Kuno's...
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third person.
The fuck are you...
Watch out, Kuno! Help! Pigs!
Help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out.
Help!
Escalate!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this...
Look,
For emphasis,
I know you...
Relax. There's a dead body, remember. That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I know what you're not...
Kuno turned you...
No, you're not.
Bitch, you're
A peepo is a type of...
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper!
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch.
Click, 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 click!
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. And then what?
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno!
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What?
Fuck your shit back!
Well played. No one saw that coming.
That's where Kuno...
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you?
It's a vitamin.
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it...
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hand.
Fuck you, pig! Don't...
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Yeah, like a
You're lucky you didn't die there!
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing.
Perhaps you could compress this, Nick. Don't ask questions. Roll with it. Always the cynic.
Kuno doesn't...
Hear that? The magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the low magnesium levels and not the high alcohol levels. The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk. Do you know what?
Is this about...
She looks up.
Yes. What we have is there. In a warehouse. I don't know. Maybe.
She looks up from under her.
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? Reality.
She is like a student.
I don't really know anything. I mean, yeah. That's why. I don't know. What about it? We're in as man.
What will her essay?
In a good. I mean, when ordinary. Yeah, it happened. I don't.
The clock shows.
Our government? Or do you mean something cool?
Looking for something? Oh my God.
He doesn't live in Martinez. A lorry stuck in the traffic. The woman still has no response wherever this woman. A Stars Riker, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor cars.
Right to work!
US Cap now? I was just... Imagine. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Bull or weasel? What you're looking for is a base...
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really true. None of this mess we're in. This job. I'm more of a philosopher.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too... They're sort of like you. We're negotiating our share. Aye. All of it.
This seditious talk sounds like communism.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. He's probably in his container at the harbor, so head right on in there. No. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are just the way the world works, boyadero. Sure, I've had...
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower, that of a noble peasant, or no. No. The man sits on the railing, his hands.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do so?
The man whispers a jaunty tune. The file cabinet stands, the drawer slides. This is the night. Control panel with Zep Marsh. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. With a surprisingly quiet, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that it's moving this container, of course. For this,
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
The crane does not return to its... Before you stands a cargo container.
Is this like your thing what you do? There are a million containers here. Why are you... You just picked one out because you wanted... We're not here to interact with containers.
No reply. The knock produces a... You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors... Why are you even trying to open...
Because what wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get philosophical.
Mister. And sure, mister. Absolute. Oh, hey, mister.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... Ha ha ha! Mr. Dubois! So be it. How can I help you today? My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I rarely do, Harry. I have people for that. What? Oh, how could I forget?
So do I. That's one tasty brew. You should drink some right now.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't... One thing I want to make very... We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I want it. Harry! I have little people. Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only vanished? Harry, the woman left her Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election...
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew. Or a...
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
Yes, yes. Low balling.
His expression makes it clear.
If she actually wants to see me, of course, Harry. I have no interest in... Tell her about all of it.
It is rather interesting.
See you soon.
promising, raise pupil. I am not the first.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone.
The hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. Now leave me be. Fine. They have reset. Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blood.
Interesting.
There is nothing fun. I cannot post.
The tear machine stand. Your bottles. Do you know what? You see several packaged raincoats fill a low. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays.
Saint Baptiste. Saint Baptiste.
She is right.
I don't,
Nosafed heals.
I don't really know what,
Trying to sneak up on...
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just...
Don't let him go. This could be your witness.
Is it really that important? All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, what...
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating?
No, not you two.
And when did you speak to...
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's an actor, declaiming as...
You didn't answer the question. What?
I had a friend. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing. He doesn't reply. Just a...
My name? My name?
That's definitely not his...
No, of course not. Could you... No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. He could be a witness. There has to be a way of... There must be another way into the building.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The leather upholstery is worn and... In fact, you try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of... Finally, the door unlocked. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. There might be important information in the... This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. This isn't just one sun, but it's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. By old-fashioned, he means very. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the... There's something disdainful in the... It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity. But underneath, he's just making fun of these people. Of course, the lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to... And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes.
Who knows? I'm not
You could ask Everard. It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota. Evening falls. The time, the vows are blurred and flesh. Lower intestine, the term fascism, Brota. Many things, but it's mostly, yes, woman. Woman, that's what fascism boils down to. The stomach truth. You're having us because you've said the hard things that others won't say. Okay, that sounds much better. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. There's a slow... It is one of betrayal. Just an ordinary...
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. And here I was trying to be polite. Just...
A brush, an artist, the red splatter. The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more The woman on the boat does not.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the... Pig's not half as dumb as he looks. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginable. We rarely see pigs round it. This place is severe. I thought I'd mix it up. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me.
She means the opposite.
I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in some...
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal...
We weren't put on this earth. Watch your back.
A sturdy metal door. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves.
You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability.
I know my rights, and don't you mom me.
But the sweeping on the other side.
Miss!
Ah, it's like a carrot to the stick.
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in. Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Now, what do you want from me?
She's the cleaning lady.
I'm no one. Just... If you could... It's barely...
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences...
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio...
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 20.
Thank you. We should...
Ask away, policeman. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her. She leaves an old...
She mumbles some kind... You hear someone walk. You hear someone. The walking stops abruptly. Sounded like a whoop. A poor communard from the looks of it.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get in.
It's generally easy. This door has been closed with a padlock, but it's a solid. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far. No reply. That isn't just a five-pointed star.
I'll keep my arm.
He doesn't actually reach for it. The star and antlers, even today, hard to sim. Also, because smug superior. It's the ledger you found in the trap. Arson. Petty theft. You don't exactly. It takes about half. Not much has changed. Without resist, it's slight. It's just a race. The face of King Comrade. But only so please. If you value...
What do you expect?
You flip back to the front of this set. You all... Whoa. It seems, according to this based support mat, it's quite according. This is the
Samaran people on account.
You've come, but only so
what?
You come, but only four. So please, if you flip back to the front, the tip-top tourney. This so-called art. You instead where to eat. So all of it. Oddly, there's no way. Have you ever met an undercap thus and that at the end of the day? That's because.
Oh, come on. A certain. If I had.
You flip back to the front. Unsurprised. You skip. Find one. You flip back. Come, but only. So please, If you flip back to the front, unsurprisingly, you skim. Finally, there's a brief article. According to it goes on, you flip back to the front of the magazine. Unsurprising, you skim the. Finally, there's a brief. The writer, it's true. You flip back to the. Unsurprising, you skim the. Finally, there's a brief. According to judging from the. You flip back to. In your hands, you hold. Indeed, you flip through the book. The pages are real art. The back cover is dominated by a black and white photo. She can't be much older. In cold, the Yugo graph as ethnic tent, it would physically hurt you. They go through a brief and somewhat awkwardly. He toils through. She spends the memory of their short time as life leaves their remains. Well, hello. Someone's light reflects off the... Wow. The gods of mass production. There's a satisfying pop as the cork jumps. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right? He watches you melt down stoically. Nothing you can say would make you feel. Cop gives up the detective.